up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Say hello to somebody around you. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm not Reverend Laura, but I'm going to sub for her today. How's that? Would that be all right? I just sent her off to a conference. So welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert. We want to open with our mission statement. Now, we have changed our mission statement. As a result of a group that came together to do some visioning, we wanted to make it a little bit smaller, actually, a little bit shorter. I know everyone's going, yay! Not so much to say. But it means a lot to us. So we open every service by saying our mission statement together. Together, please. We are a dynamic, open, and inclusive spiritual community, awakening you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time. You like that one? Yeah. We are changing hearts one life at a time. All right, so let's go through some of our announcements. First one, next week is Gay Pride, and we've got quite a few events going on with our Gay Pride in association with the Gay Pride Festival. Next Saturday at 5:30, we have a spaghetti dinner. So you don't have to be gay to come. If you like gay people, if you know gay people, if you just want a spaghetti dinner. If you want to meet gay people, have some fun, then by all means show up at 5:30. It's a great opportunity to meet members of our community. So they'll have the event. We've invited, I think, the Center for Spiritual Living Palm Springs to join us. And then on next Sunday, we're actually going to have a contingent marching in the parade. So details are out on the patio. When you leave today, if you would stop by the patio, we'd love to have as many of you march as we can. We got shirts for you to wear. I think we're down to one size, so if you're not a large, you might have a problem. But we'll get you more coming in this week, so we'll have them available for the parade. We'll make sure you're there for the parade. But we have a contingent of people that will be marching, so we hope you join us for that. Pumpkins are for sale. The youth church does a fundraiser once a year. This is today. So on the way out, we hope you generously support our youth ministry by buying a pumpkin. And if the pumpkins are gone, just throw money in the pot. Okay, here we go. Next up. Next one, please. We're going to talk about that later on. Gentle yoga. Yes, yes. Audrey is back. Audrey is back. She's going to do a gentle yoga class, gentle yoga for the back at 12:30 on Wednesday. So Audrey, stand up, wave so everybody sees who you are. So if you have any questions, that's your yoga instructor. See her at Wednesday. Bring a mat. Next one, please. The Soul Voyage. Paul, why don't you talk about your Soul Voyage? Is it hot in here? It's hot in here. It's hot Last service, we were freezing. People were like, they had icicles coming from their nose. Now it's hot. All right, we'll fix it.
And it's not just you.
I know. All right, Paul, go ahead.
Soul Voyage. Next Wednesday this coming Wednesday is the first Wednesday of the month. For about 2 years, we've been doing a heart-opening healing service, but it's now called Soul Voyage. We call it a midweek shot of love and inspiration, but it's a great time to come together in the middle of the week when maybe you need a little extra. It's a great time of healing. You come in here, it feels a little Catholic because it's really dark and a lot of candles. So if you like that sort
Either
of thing.
Either Catholic or romantic. I'm not sure which one it is.
I am looking, so maybe that's the gig.
Maybe that's the gateway.
Yeah.
Great.
So anyway, it's a really wonderful evening. It's music, it's meditation, there's silence, and there's readings, and it's 1 hour, and it's the first Wednesday of the month, and it's coming this next week.
All right, next one, please. Soul Sisters are meeting this Thursday at 6:30. So women, ladies, this is your opportunity to show up and be part of a spiritual community. We've been doing some little focus groups. We've been talking to people, and one of the things that people want are more opportunities to gather together. And women, this is your opportunity to get together. There's usually a discussion group that happens there. So we strongly encourage you, if you'd like to get together in a spiritual community, 6:30 on Thursday, right here at the center. Next up. Boom. Oh, Audrey has another class. She's just busy. On Saturday, a unique blend of Qigong and gentle yoga. Qigong and gentle yoga. So if you're interested, can you stand out at the patio and talk to people about that on the way out? So on the way out, talk to her about the classes and see if they would work for you. So Saturday, it's going to be every 9 o'clock at Saturday morning. Next up, in the garden, in our garden. What is this? Oh, I'm in the Science of Mind magazine. There you go. I publish twice a year. So I have an article in the Science of Mind magazine, so pick one up in the bookstore, yay. Jerry Lynn, this week, Jerry Lynn wrote the songs that they're going to be singing today. So she took our talk title. I'll steal your thunder. She took our talk. Yeah.
You do it better than I do.
Okay. She took our talk title today and had a migraine headache and woke up with the song. So with the song in her heart. So the song that she's about to perform with the group, and so it's the CSL Ensemble. Let's all give them a round of applause and welcome them.
Thank you. With each new day, we must begin to recognize the love that lies within. With each new song, the heart will sing. Shine the light that love can bring. Sing your heart, bare your soul. Through sorrow and pain, sunshine and rain, take a step. That's where you begin to open your heart to the love that lies within. Oh, the love, yeah. Every breath and step you take lies the power in the promises you make. Every smile you give away reflects a loving heart that leads the way. So sing your heart, bare your soul. Through sunshine and rain, power and faith in your hand. That's where you begin to open your heart. With the love within, love one another.
Thank you, Jerry Lynn, the ensemble. All right.
Thank you.
So by show of hands, how many people are here for the very first time? Anyone here for the very first time? We'd like to welcome you. Glad you're here. I just wanted to kind of spot you out. So we're glad you're here. We're glad you're giving this a shot today. So welcome, and welcome to our live streamers, our love streamers. We're glad you're with us as well. So let's go to do our spiritual work. Let's take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, I would like you to sit up straight and unfold your legs, unfold your arms, kind of take a position in a posture where your chin's up a little bit. You're looking to the horizon. So you're just open, receptive to whatever's going to happen today. So let's take another deep breath in. Exhale on the sigh on the exhale. Here we go. So let's move into that quiet place right now. I love this time during our service where we're spooling down from a week and allowing ourselves to be peaceful as the week begins. My hope for you and my desire for you is that when we go through this exercise for the next few minutes, it's not that you're looking to find an answer to anything. It's the necessity to just stop looking for a few moments. To center ourselves, our energy, our breathing, and allow ourselves to know that there's something working in, around, and through us. We don't need to call it by name. We just know that it is. It's a presence around us. That all resolutions are already known in the mind of God, waiting for us. But right now, it's just for us to stop thinking about things. To give those up. To surrender them. Take another deep breath in. All to Spirit I surrender. All to Thee I freely give. I will always love and trust You. In Your presence daily live. All to Spirit I surrender. All that's good is wholly mine. In Your presence, in this oneness, through You I am power divine, and I surrender all. I surrender all. All to Thee, my blessed Spirit, I surrender all.
In this moment of sweet surrender and oneness, let us recognize God as perfect love within us, as us, encouraging our full awakening and expression. Beloveds, hear your wake-up call. It is the call of something more. Acknowledging the calling of the sleeping giant of the power of God within, I declare for each one of us, I am ready. Instead of hitting the snooze alarm or waiting for the world to shift, my vision is that we spring into action, singing, thank You for this day, Spirit. Thank You for this day, this beautiful, healing, heart-opening day of embracing opportunities to show up as love in action. Our awakened love envelops all, seeing as God sees the light and love in all. Its clarity helps us to know what is ours to do, to promote unity, celebrate diversity, and take the actions that are for the highest and best of ourselves, others, and our world. With joy in my heart, I see us scattering seeds of love that grow God's garden of goodness that is transforming our world. Inspired by the words of Rumi, love has come to rule and transform. Stay awake, my heart, stay awake. I affirm with full faith that we are more fully awake and committed to show up as God's love in action. Trusting in the transformative power of love and for how seamlessly it flows to and through us in this service and beyond, I gratefully release this prayer to God's mighty work. Praising God from whom all blessings flow, please join me and affirm, and so it is. Amen.
I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Spirit. I surrender all, and I surrender all. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Spirit. I surrender all to thee, my blessed Spirit. I surrender all. Take a deep breath in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Please join me, the lyrics are up front. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of love, to the sweetest kind of life. Get ready, my soul. Get ready, my soul.
Open up your mind. Don't just waste your time. Come enjoy the sunlight. Feel what you really feel. Daring to be real. Come enjoy the sunlight. Come on and come. Open up your mind. Don't just waste your time. Come enjoy the sunlight. Feel what you really feel. Daring to be real. Come enjoy the sunlight. Thank you so much. God bless you.
So you thought you were getting Dr. Joe. You get me for just a few minutes and then you'll get Dr. Joe. This morning we are introducing our 2018 Reignite Committed Giving Campaign. That's Reignite, get it? Try that again. There we go. All the things that we will reach. So this program used to be called a pledge program. Then we called it a membership drive, and then we called it a pledge drive, membership drive, conscious giving program, and then we called it a pledge program, membership drive, membership renewal, and we kind of sort of got overwhelmed, and maybe you did too. So this year, and for the next 3 years, we are committed to handling this in this manner. So November will be our committed giving time, our gratitude time, that place where we are connected and we're looking at our membership, we're looking at our committed giving, we're looking at how we are heart-centered, and that's the big new thing this year. You heard it earlier as we read our mission and vision statement. We are changing hearts one life at a time. Doesn't that feel great? Yeah, changing hearts one life at a time. And so this is that time of really wanting to connect with something, because that same heart that we give with, that same heart that gets troubled, that same heart that we heal with, that's the same heart that we are connected with, and we want to really emphasize that. So we have a couple of things here. We'll open up to a little video.
I had a recent health challenge only a little over a year ago. I immediately went to the center for help. I had a cancer diagnosis and I went, how could it be? That's impossible. Not me. Well, I quickly learned from a couple of the practitioners and Dr. Joe, and I spent some time in prayer. They helped me so very, very much, and my attitude was always, I'm not giving up. This is only a visitor. I am having nothing to do with this. And I know, because of my mindset, that I am now whole, perfect, and complete, and my cancer's gone. I'm not sure where I would be without the center. I'm a yoga person. I love Tai Chi. I love living. I love being in nature. And so much of what I learn at the center and have learned through the classes and learn on my own, one of my principles is being grateful and writing my gratitudes. I've learned that here. I've learned so many little things, and every week, at a minimum once a week, I pick up something new. My committed giving has been going on a long time, and I call it tithing because that's the way I learned it, I guess, many, many years ago. I like to give where I receive, whether that be in monies, if it be in kindness, if it be in doing mantras for folks and prayers. I receive so much from being here at the center.
So isn't that amazing? So we'd like to ask you a question. How many of you have not received your packet, the Reignite packet? If you'd raise your hands, that would help us know. Go ahead and raise them high, because I think we have some people to hand out. Who has not received their packet? Of those of you who have received it, keep your hands up. How many of you have actually opened it? Anybody? Okay. That's good. That's good. Um, So in this packet, and we're also addressing our live streamers as well, our love streamers, because we're mailing these out in an email to them. It's the same commitment, whether you are seated here in this congregation today on a Sunday, or if you are sitting at home in your underwear. It is the same commitment. We love that you are viewing from afar, so we want to be able to connect with you. But this committed giving card, you can kind of see. It looks like this. And there's a brochure in there with our new mission statement, our new vision statement, and a little bit of financial information. We'll kind of fill you in and let you know a little bit more about what's going on here. I have another video for you to see of some other members that are here.
We became members just about over a year ago. We moved out from San Diego and came here on a friend's recommendation. They also go to the center, and we found our spiritual home, so we're really happy here.
Well, the center has a big impact in our life. When we go to the center on Sunday, Dr. Joe's message is uplifting. He makes my Sunday whole, makes us connected, intimate. It's the only time that Tom actually holds my hand doing service, doing the meditation. And I look forward to that moment. Because, I mean, it's more connected. I'm more connected with myself, Tom, and the whole community. So,
Committed giving means a lot to us because we get so much out of the center, and it's really important for us for the circulation of life and for everything that's going on to get in a habit of giving and being grateful. And we think that that's really important. And giving, especially giving on a regular basis, really just makes it a lot easier and also allows us to show support throughout the year.
Thank you. So we're asking you to reignite your membership. It's essentially, we're combining everything all in one. And that same feeling, and I don't know if you felt it this morning. Come go with me, the song that they just sang, that easy movement. That's what we do here. The people that are behind the scenes here, Dr. Joe, the feeling, you can't imagine the work that's gone into trying to create something that's really different and heart-centered. I will be out in front to talk with anybody who's interested and has questions. The box to put your membership card is in there. This is going to be going from today until the end of November. So the campaign is essentially the month of November for a place of being in gratitude, being in thanks. And I think I covered everything at this point. So thank you very much. We look forward to reigniting you.
Thank you, Paul. So I'm going to slide right into my talk. You have my clicker?
I do.
Thank you. The love that lives within is the title of my talk today. Here's an affirmation I want you to do for me. I am a master of my life. Ready? I am a master of my life. One more time. I am a master of my life. Do you really feel like that? Or sometimes do you feel like I am a worker in my life? Right? I am just trying to get through the day or trying to get through the week. I am not the master of my life. I feel like I'm being pulled in several different directions. Anyone? All right, few of you? Good. Okay, the rest of you are all healed. Go home. All right. But I think to gain that mastery of life, one has to look at what happens within. How do you have that love within and respect for yourself and a feeling of self-worth so that you can look at life and say, this life is my life and I want to create something good from it. We will deliver ourselves from sickness and trouble in the exact proportion to our discovery of ourselves and our true relationship to the whole. I want to give it up to Carol Holsprung. Will I ever stand up, Carol? Carol was one of the video. She's the one opening video today. What I loved in her video is she opened up by saying, you know what, that cancer thing, she's like, no, not me. And it's a visitor, an unwelcomed visitor. Did you like that? That's not going to stay with me. So, in her mind, she had done the spiritual work to understand that her mind had everything to do with her healing. Now, some people, I know what she had. So I know some people would have taken the same diagnosis and gone to Forest Lawn. They would have gone and said, this is over, I'm done. But not Carol. Not Carol because of what she learned here. Because what she learned was that when you take and deliver yourself from sickness, it's an exact proportion to your level of belief and your depth of spiritual awakening and the love you have for yourself and for the very thing that created you. That's what changes lives. When you want to change your life, if you have troubles or sickness or something going on in your world, then you have to deepen your connection. A lot of people, it's so funny, and maybe I'm talking to some of you on my live streamer. There are so many people that I talk to that go, you know, I used to come to the center, I just went through a really hard time, so I just couldn't get there. I was going through a real lot of challenges, and I just didn't feel like coming. I'm like, hello? This is the place you should be coming. Not just you come, no, you don't just come when you're, sick or something's wrong, but you keep coming when you're well. But especially when something's challenging you, that's when you need to double down on the spiritual journey. That's when you need to dive deeper into this so that you can get a lot more out of life. I love that Carol said that. I am what I am because of what I believe about myself. Say that, please. I am what I am because of what I believe about myself. Now, the interesting part about that sentence is this. You and I have beliefs, and we have been programmed in our head. There are parts of my brain that, they say that the biggest fear is talking in front of people, right? Or standing naked in front of people. I don't know which one. I'm okay with either one. But they say the biggest fear is actually me really knowing who you are, really. Like the conversations that you don't tell anybody you have with yourself in the back of your mind, where you don't tell even your closest friend what's being said in your mind. Because if you did that, they would go, woo. Of course, they have a conversation going too. But we all have these little conversations that we have a belief pattern, we have a program pattern, and many times, although on the surface we can say stuff about ourselves and believe stuff about ourselves, when you dive into the depths of it, and it really requires some real spiritual handiwork and classwork to go into that place, when you dive into that idea, that's when you begin to rid yourself of that double dialogue going on in your head. Because a lot of things we hear her on Sunday, I am the master of my life, right? You walk out of here going, I am the master of my life. And then as soon as you get in your car, you're like, really? No, not really. My wife's the master of my life. My husband's the master. My MasterCard is the master of my life. I mean, you start picking out things and you're like, empowered, and then suddenly that little voice kind of takes that away, deflates that. So the key here is, you are what you are because of what you believe about yourself, not what you hope or dream about yourself. It's what you believe about yourself. Carol's a great example. I believe I'm perfect, whole, and complete. The cancer didn't take up residence there. It was given temporary visit rights and then it left because she believed about those things. And there was such a level of belief that it was taken at such a level that there she is. Right? She had reprogrammed her mind to know what was really important and how to move through that. Eckhart Tolle said this, to offer no resistance to life is to be in a state of grace, ease, and lightness. Does anyone want a little more grace, ease, and lightness? Could anybody have, what if I give it a little dose of grace, ease, and lightness? Would that make it feel better? Right? This state is no longer dependent upon things in a certain way, good or bad. So let's unpack that. In order for me to live in a state of grace, ease, and lightness, I have to stop labeling everything in my life. Everything. Wow, that was lousy. Everything. Thank you. The second we stop labeling things and understand that we're moving through things, then you allow yourself to experience what life is about. Because you're not going to do it by saying, this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. Then you spend your whole life labeling and judging, right? Instead of just being in that experience. Now, someone would say, well, who wants to be and allows the experience? Chances are pretty good you signed up for it. Just saying. chances are pretty good. Every time I've been in a bad situation, I've been there. Me. So I had something to do with it. So I can't sit there and beat myself up in a metaphysical way and take away my happiness. I have to go, you know what? This is what it is. But I have to live in a state where there's no resistance to there's no labels. This is what it is. Let's just keep moving. Keep moving. God gave me, I have a pulse, I have the ability to think, I have the ability to move. I'm still going to keep moving. Next up, hate begets hate, and strife produces strife. Love alone overcomes all and justifies the eternity of her dominion. That's right from our textbook. Hate gets hate. Hate gets hate. When you have hate or distrust, or if you have resentment or hostility or anger anywhere in your heart, anywhere in your life, understand that that is going to bring more of it. People have these emotions in their heart. They have these resentment, angers, and hostilities and hate, and they're like, why don't people love me? What do you want from me? If this is what resides in your heart, what would attract me to that part of you, right? But love and strife. Let's talk about strife. Let's talk about strife and struggle. Who here hasn't had strife and struggle? We all have. But probably in the middle of some right now, right? Everybody has an issue, but it's all good. But understand, we can move through with grace and ease and a sense of lightness that we're going to be fine, or we can begin to drown in it and allow ourselves to be pulled down and diminished where we can't get through something, where it becomes the struggle. And struggle gets more what? Yeah. And then that's what you say. The infamous words, it just keeps coming. I never get a break. Right? Just when I think I'm going to make it, something else goes wrong. Those are things that we say. So if you've catch yourself saying those things, understand you have developed a relationship with struggle. No, we'll go. We got it. There we go. So I know people that have relationships, not relationships, but have a relationship with everything, and everything is a struggle. There's a consciousness there. There's an acceptance, a belief pattern. Something is there that needs to be reprogrammed. Are you with me? The emotional body is like a radio that can be tuned in to perceive certain frequencies or to react in certain frequencies. We live in an emotional body, don't we? If we want to go to the depths of love, we have to understand that there's some emotions attached to that. But emotions are just like cable TV or direct TV. Click, click. Just like a frequency. If I want to get upset, click, I will find a frequency and get upset. If I wake up in the morning and I have a bad attitude, click. Guess what's going to happen all day long? It's going to be an episode of The Joe Show with struggle. Anyone? I choose the frequency. Remember, these are episodes, though. Everyone's human. We all have this humanity with us. So it's okay to have an episode of drama, but not a series of it. That's going in my book. It's okay to have episodes, but you can't sign a contract with it. It cannot be a long-term commitment. There has to be a knowledge and an acknowledgement and awareness in you. And that's the whole point about what is spirituality, what is this enlightenment path, what is all this stuff happening in the spiritual evolution. This is keeping you in that episode as least amount of time as possible and moving to the resolution as quickly as possible and not allowing yourself to get addicted to the show. Good. Dogs are dogs, and you are not going to be able to change them into a cat or a horse. It is what it is. Like dogs, people are who they are. You either like them or you don't. You try to change them is like trying to change a dog into a cat. Do I hear an amen? Amen. Yeah. Some of us, some people marry the dog, some people marry the cat, then they want the horse. Then they try to change the dog or the cat into a horse, and you're like, whoa, no. So make sure that you know that people are who they are. We have to accept them who they are and stop labeling. So go back, the labeling, the non-resistance, I am the master of my own life. All of those things start adding together, don't they? When you start to piece all these little pieces together, you're going to find out that the love within is really a love that I have for myself and the love for the Creator that created me. A love for the Creator that created me. A lot of times we don't think about that. We just kind of march through our lives. We don't really think about the Creator who created us. We're just sort of like marching through our life. But let's give it up to the Creator that created us in its image and likeness to receive and to accomplish all these things that we're destined to accomplish in our life, and even more as our imagination can develop and grow. As far as I can imagine and as far as I can grow, that's as far as I can go. But if I can't even imagine it, then understand I will probably never have it. So the phrase, I can't even imagine doing that, is not a good phrase. That's not awakening something in you to accomplish something. You just told the universe, don't give it to me. There we go. All right? So, can't change them. Sometimes in intimate relationships, our emotional body turns away from love into need. Shifting from love to need. What does that look like? I did this with my class last week. Everybody put your hands out in front of you, just like this, like you were going to cup some water, right? This is what love looks like, right? There's an openness. It's just wonderful, isn't it? Now take your hands, clench your fist, like this, pull it to you, and then scowl. That's what need looks like. Who do you want to hug? Is that graphic enough for you? Love holds this. Need is like this. What is the energy around this? Yeah, it's almost ready to punch somebody. You can't, and then the tension in the muscles versus, yeah. Do you see the difference? See, but sometimes in intimate relationships, we build this emotional thing. It goes from loving to needing. And make sure we know that when we get to feeling like this, that we've lost that. And that's what keeps it alive. We all have the extraordinary coded within us, waiting to be released. Gene Houston said that. We all have the extraordinary, the extraordinary, beyond ordinary. We all have the extraordinary coded, waiting to be released. So any limitations that I've set, I set on my own. I've created for myself, and I'm not paying attention to the code that created me. Because the very code that created me did not want me to be average. Extraordinary. I don't know why the word just popped into my mouth, that we are meant to live an extraordinary life. And how many people would you say in their life, extraordinary? That's a really big word. But you're coded for it. All the buttons are there. All the switches are there. All the capability is there. All the potential is there. Just waiting for us to release it. Does that make sense? Billions of loyal living beings depend on you every day. Did you know that? Billions of loyal living beings depend on you every day. The billions of cells that make up your body, billions, literally billions. The billions of cells that make up your body depend on you every day. To them, you are God. Think about that. Billions of cells depend on you every single day. What are you bringing to those? How are you treating them? Are you treating them with love and respect? Are you abusing them? Think about it. Billions of cells depend on you. And you're just marching through your everyday going, oh, I think I'll go have a Big Mac. But every single day, billions of cells rely on this right here. Because every thought becomes a thing, and everything is a thought before it becomes a thing. Let me do that again. Every thought is a thing. Every thought becomes a thing. Everything was a thought before it became a thing. Nothing can become a thing without the thought. Did you get that? Did you follow all that? So what precedes a thing? Thought. There you go. Billions of cells rely on what? Your what? Yeah. Are you treating them right? How's that debate going in your head? How does that all factor in your head? Look at it, examine it. This is the place for examination. Not to make you feel guilty. Man, I have a lot of thoughts in my head that should never manifest. Don't want them to. But I have them. Now, how do I work with them? How do I compartmentalize them? How do I extract them? How do I alleviate them? How do I call them a visitor like Carol did? How do I do things like that so that I can create a life that I desire and not a one that I feel like I'm stumbling into? Like I've always said, we either create a life of desire or we create a life by default. Which one is it that you're working with? Are you tripping into your life or are you co-creating your life? Everyone has a price. Everyone has a price and life respects that price. But the price is not measured in gold and dollars. It is measured in love. It's interesting. I have a lot of time when I'm spending with people about to make their transitions. And I'll tell a story. Dr. Tom Costa, the founder of our center here 42 years ago actually, when he was about to make his transition, I had the ability to go down and visit him for a little bit. And when we were having a discussion, I said to him, is there anything you need to clean up? And he knew exactly what I meant, right? It was relationships. Anything that you need to clean up. Because there were some things that were just kind of left as an unsettled way. So he said yes, and so I took it down and I wrote it down and I contacted those people and I said, would you do him, have a respect for him and for you, and go down and visit him so that you can put this to rest, so he can make his transition peacefully and not having something kind of out there hanging. And it wasn't, Tom didn't talk about his success when he was ready to make his transition. People normally don't talk about their success and their material goods. They talk about love, right? It all comes down to love at the very end. It's not about what you have in gold and silver. It's about what happened in your heart. So if you really want to live from within, then it really requires you. Gold and silver is nice. I love gold and silver just like anybody else. But I also know that what's more important than gold and silver is love. And love dominates all things. Love is the dominion of the universe. We were created in love's image and likeness. That's why I keep saying constantly, all the time, what would love do? How would love respond? How would love speak the answer to the question that you were just asked? How would love speak in a conversation that could be somewhat, where a heated debate is taking place? How would love answer all things? And how do we get to that place where we can just say, you know what, I need to be square up with all people. So I have to do my very best every day to stay that way. You are the force that plays with your mind and uses your body as its favorite toy to play with and to have fun with. You are brought here to play, not suffer. So once you get past that point where you have to clean things up, you can realize you are truly a boy toy or a doll. You are here for the universe to play with. You are its plaything. You are here to show God a good time. I say that all the time. We are here to show God a good time. I am here to show God a good time. Say that. I am here to show God a good time. So yes. Is that on your agenda? Is that a part of your personal care regimen? Is that part of your personal care and self-care that you are here to show God a good time? Life is not about struggle and strife all the time. We talked about that earlier. But it is about showing God a good time, making sure that you give to yourself enough self-care so you can show God a good time, which in essence is showing you the best time. And make sure you have that on. If you have to, we get such in a business mindset. I mean, I know people who schedule doctor's appointments on top of doctor's appointments on top of doctor's appointments on their calendar at home, right? Doctor appointment, doctor appointment. Hey, schedule some fun. Put in there fun, right? And then find that. You know, if it's connecting with Soul Sisters here on a Thursday night, if it's connecting with the yoga group or what, it doesn't matter where. It's about being a part of a community that accepts you, loves you, thinks the same the way you do, and becomes part of that fun factor for you. But it's not going to happen when you stay at home and look at the calendar that is filled with doctor's appointments. Those are important. I get that. But there has to be some time that you invest in yourself for fun. I am the force of life that God created. Say that again. I am the force of life that God created. In its image and likeness, I am the force that God, a force. Billions of cells, you are its God. You are the force that life created. And I want all of us to be that force that life created. To have that joy and to have that zest for life and enthusiasm and passion. Is it going to be perfect all the time? No. Are you going to get some unwanted visitors? Probably. But they're going to leave because you're going to have the force of life behind you and the presence of mind to know who you are, whose you are, and what to do about that. No one can give that to you. No one can fill that up for you. No spouse can fill that place for you. You stand there alone, and you authorize your experience. And so end your lesson. Thank you, everybody. Oh, are you going to wrap? Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Joe. So I'd like to call the ushers forward. Now is our time of giving back to that which feeds us spiritually, right? So if you'd like, you can text your offering. The number's on there. And let's read our giving pledge here as it comes up. I give my offering with gratitude as I recognize the demonstration of Spirit's generosity in all areas of my life.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more trouble, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Let's hear for these amazing musicians this morning. That's great songs. We had so much offering that came in. They're still trying to collect it in the back there. That's a good day, right? Okay. Whew. Is it heavy? So if you'd all raise your hands, we'll offer our love and our gratitude for what has been collected today. And please read with me. This collective offering is Spirit in action as it circulates into the universe It touches and blesses many lives, including my own. And so it is.
All right, I have a challenge. On your social media, for those of you who have social media, I want you to post, you're allowed to have an episode of Strife, not a season. Or not a series. Not a series, okay? Let's see how many people we can get to like and share that post. Are you in? So for those of you who are social media people, post it wherever you can, at all the different platforms, you're allowed an episode of Strife, not a series. Got it?
Have you got it? All right. Creativity at its finest. So now is that time that we'd like to welcome our first-time visitors. I know we had a few. If you would stand, we would like to offer a gift to you. Where are they? Anybody? Anybody? There you are. You've got them, and we have a CD cover. What you need to do is you need to go to the concierge desk out in the front foyer, and they will offer you a collection of CDs that you can choose. So welcome. We're glad you came. And if you are here for the first time and you live here, we want you to come back and make this your spiritual home. And if you're not here to stay and you're just visiting, have an amazing time. It's beautiful weather. All right. So let's go within. Let's allow ourselves to connect. Well, let's actually look at what the final what's going on this week. We have Tuesday, Wednesday is Soul Voyage at 6:30. Thursday is Soul Sisters. We have Friday. There's always things going on, and Saturday, and then it's the spaghetti dinner on Sunday. Is that Sunday or is it Saturday? All right. So you know more than I do. So that's on Saturday. So don't forget that. So there's a lot going on here this week, and we would love for you to join us and participate. So I think now is that time that we go within. And we allow ourselves to feel that gratitude and feel that love and feel that connection of the heart. Come with me into that connection of the heart. So all the generosity today, all the gratitude today, all the amazing blessings that have come forward, the words of wisdom that have come forward, the joy that has come forward, the absolute knowingness that each and every one of us is in the right, perfect place, and that we are here by divine appointment to nurture ourselves, to nurture our souls, and to reignite that place in us that needs a little extra. That place that we turn on, that place of love light. We turn on that place that our hearts are full and glowing and overflowing. That place of love. For this is a place of love. The Center for Spiritual Living Palm Desert. This is a place of love. This is your home, my home, our home together. So as we go out into the world today, we take this blessing with us. We take this gratitude and love that we feel right now, and we extend that to each and every person that we see and feel and touch. For our live streamers, for the people that are here, we take this joy in our hearts with us today. And we do so with safety and grace and ease. So we say thank you. Thank you. And for the gratitude and blessings that I experience, for the thanksgiving of all that has been performed here today, all that has occurred, I release my word into law, knowing that it is already made so. And if you're in agreement with me, please join by saying, and so it is. Amen. Have an amazing week this week. There's lots of things to do out in front.